Hey, I'm Tom Ferry. Thanks so much for watching. Welcome to Life by Design, your place online for ideas, inspiration, and how to stay in the right action. So a few weeks back, I was flying from Minneapolis back to Orange County, and I had 75 minutes, so I posted on Facebook, which I'll often do. Do you got a question? Fire away. And I don't know, maybe 100 people jumped on very quickly and started to ask me questions. And about a third of them, surprisingly, were brand new agents. And I thought I'd do a video just for you. Now, before I do got to give you a little shout out. There's a lot we're going to cover here, but I'm going to make this point to you. If you're a brand new agent or you're a veteran and you're starting over or you've been in a slump, this would apply to any one of you that's watching. The first thing I want you to get is this. If you're coming to me and you're in a slump or you're a brand new agent, I'm not going to give you some mamsy, is that like a word, or I don't even know what, you know what I mean. I'm not going to give you some lame answer. It's like if you came to me and said, Tom, I want to lose a lot of weight and I want to get the best shape of my life, I'm probably not going to say to you, well, what you should do is you should exercise every other month. No, I'm going to give you a little more extreme of an answer with the intention that I get you very quickly out of the slump, very quickly into success as a brand new agent. Why? Because we're going to talk about it in a minute. NAR says 87% of all new agents fail after 5 years in the industry. Fail. They don't leave the industry because they made too much money, Eddie. No, they leave the industry because they didn't make money. So what do you got to do? The first thing is you got to know your internal motive to act. I want you to get very honest with yourself about your expectations. What do you actually need to produce versus your goals? Oftentimes, the gap between what we need and our goals creates a lot of unhealthy tension for people. So I say, what do you absolutely need? Cover that, then set some goals. So for example, know your motive to act. What is your monthly cost to live and work? What does it cost you to run your household? You, your spouse, if you've got a spouse, what does it cost? Rent, mortgage payment, kids, dogs, food, dry cleaning, everything you spend money on. Get that number. And then what about your work? Is it $1,000 a month? Is it $2,000 a month? What does it cost you to operate your business? You get that number. Round it up, by the way, whatever it is, round it up. Make it, let's just say it's $8,000. Then how much outside monthly income do you have? I don't have any monthly outside income, so the number is 0. Oh my God, I see this all the time. I need $8,000. How much monthly outside income do you have? I get $6,000 a month. My spouse has a job, and guess what? I only need to bring in 2. Well, what's your average commission check? My average commission check is $8,000. Well, you might be saying, gosh, I only need a deal a month. Not if you have $6,000 in outside income coming in. You only need to produce 2. 2 into 8. Oh my goodness, you got to sell a house every 4 months. So what I want to get to is what's that minimum standard you need? So I want you to figure out the formula. What does it cost you? How much outside income? What's the difference? And then what's your average commission check? So now you can feel good knowing I only need to sell 5 houses a year. Feel good about it. Oh my gosh, I got to sell 5 houses a month. Feel good about it. You know your costs. How many properties you need to sell? Know your minimum standard as a new agent, as an emerging agent, as someone that's rebounding right now in the business. Then you set your goals. So know exactly what it costs, then set your goals. So I shared that on Facebook, but this is where I want to go deep with you. And there's a lot here, I know. So again, if you want to avoid the 87% of agents that fail in the industry, 87% failure rate every 5 years, let's just say 100,000 people get in, 13,000 make it, and 87,000 die? That's not good, my friends. That is an enormous failure rate, and I know why. So remember, I'm going to give you the exercises, I'm going to give you the disciplines, I'm going to tell you what you have to do to go out and become a fantastic success in your business. So if you need 5 transactions a year, what's the goal? This is going to get you way more than 5. This is going to get you 15, 18, 20, 30. I got people that are doing this that are doing 60 sales a year. So there's a lot here. Remember, know your goal. What's your motive to act? And then what are your goals? So you got a morning routine, you got lead generation, and you got be the knowledge broker, plus the real bonus. So your morning routine, the first thing is every day the discipline of writing your affirmations and getting grateful. So I write down, ready? Your affirmation that I want you to write every day is, I earn X amount of dollars, your goal. I earn X amount of dollars or more, and I want you to write it 30 times. Now, what do we know? The reticular activating system, this beautiful thing in the back of every human being's brain, that means you have one too, in the back of your mind, whatever you think about most is what you begin to see everywhere. So if you write an income goal of $50,000, you actually won't even see things that would cause you to make $400,000 or $500,000 because the reticular activating system is only going to focus on what it is you affirm the most. So be very careful about what it is you affirm. If you want to make 50, write your affirmation as 100. If you want to make 100, or if you want to make 100, write it at 250. And just like, Eddie, when you say to yourself, I want to get a new car, right? So Eddie, you get a new car. You go, oh man, I really want that Toyota Prius. What do you see everywhere?
Toyota Prius.
You see a Toyota Prius everywhere. That's the reticular activating system. So it's the same thing applies. You're all wondering who Eddie is. Eventually we're going to have to get Eddie on film, Taz, just for the record. All right, so affirmations of gratitude. Then you got your daily action checklist in the morning. What's my DAC? What are the things that I have to do today that would naturally and automatically cause me to achieve my goals? It's inside the business plan. Then I want to listen to something motivational. This morning I was driving in. You know what I listened to? Comedy. I listened to like 15 minutes of Jim Gaffigan. I rolled hysterically. I was driving in my car, belly laughing. It made me feel good. It's not Howard Stern, and it's not constant negative news, and it's not Fox, Fair and Balanced. None of that stuff. I want to just get my mindset right. Watch some videos like this. Get yourself fired up. Then, lead generation. Ready? Role play 15 to 20 minutes. Role play for 15 to 20 minutes. 87% failure rate because they don't know what to say. And if you don't know what to say, you don't make the calls. If you don't know what to say, your head is a scary place to be and you're full of doubt, lack, and limitation. And the last time I checked, you can't have a head full of doubt, lack, and limitation and get success, wealth, and abundance. It doesn't happen. So what do? You role play. You read it over and over and over again, so then the words come out of you more naturally and automatically, and you're thinking about the customer, not what to say. If you still have fear of the phone, it's because you haven't memorized your scripts and dialogues. You haven't memorized those confidence builders to get out there and talk to people. Number 2, you're gonna call every new expired FSBO and make me move, and I just wrote down, learn, screw up, make every mistake. You're brand new. Who cares? You call the expired and say, hey, yesterday your home was on the market, and it didn't sell, but it was on the market. If I wrote you a full price offer, where were you guys moving to? And you just get into dialogue, and you know what you'll learn as a brand new agent? You'll learn what's important to them. You'll learn that the mistakes that agents make when they list these properties, when they're not really clear to the seller what it takes to get it sold. You go to FSBO, fastest source of business opportunity, and guess what? Now all of a sudden you're having these lively conversations like, well, let me ask you a question. Would it be okay if I came by, take a look at the home, preview, see if it matches the needs of any of my customers, and if it does, we can have a discussion. Are you open to that? They say no. Hello? They're really not motivated. If they say yes, you get over there, you'll walk through the house and you say, gosh, what a nice house. Why are you guys selling? And now you're into their motivation. See, these are the needles in the haystack, my friends. And then every Zillow make me move, right? I saw you put your home on Zillow to make me move, and I was just curious, right? You get into it. Now, all of that, for a whole bunch of people watching, you're like, oh, no way, I would never do. I'm just going to call my friends. And I'm going to be like, wait a minute. 87% of the people fail in the industry. Don't you think a few of those people had that same thought? Don't you think a few of the millions of people that have failed in real estate had the same thought? I'll just call my friends. How'd it work out for them? Something to think about. So then I do want you, by the way, to call and contact 5 people that you know and say, would you like a free home valuation? Who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling? All those basic things. But notice, I want to do this stuff first. I want to, get the hard stuff out of the way first. Then make those easy, fun calls. Then I'm going to do my lead follow-up. So that's lead generation. And then be the knowledge broker. I wrote down 3, but I only have 2. Number 1, read KCM every day. Keeping Current Matters. My good buddy Steve Harney. Big shout out to them. Keeping Current Matters. So you have the real estate analytics behind the trends of the market. So you can speak powerfully when you're talking to a customer about why now is the time to buy a condo, but not a single family, or why selling in the 4th quarter is far better than selling in the 1st quarter, and here's the analytics. It empowers you. Keeping Current Matters, I think it's .com. Google it. And then the last thing I wrote down is study the daily hot sheets. There's nothing more important for a brand new agent or emerging agent or someone that's making a rebound to know every day. What listed, what sold, what canceled, what expired, what closed, what were the numbers, what were the prices. Know the market. Be the knowledge broker. See, here's what I find. Like, when you've got all those little interesting details about what's happening in the market, now you want to get on the phone and talk to people. You want to say to the expired listing, I'm shocked because there's 15 other properties that just sold this last week and your home didn't sell. I'm kind of scratching my head. But since I didn't get a chance to see your home while I was on the market, why don't you invite me over and allow me just to take a look at the house and maybe I can make some recommendations, because homes are clearly selling in our marketplace in your price range. So I'm scratching my head wondering why yours didn't. What would be the best time for me to come by? See, by reading and knowing the daily numbers, what's happening in the market, you become the knowledge broker. Now, last thing, long video. Hi, Eddie. Long video. Yeah. But good video, I hope. Send me some feedback. You know, I never asked for this before. When you see this poster, whether it's on Facebook or on YouTube, you know, subscribe, obviously, right, to the YouTube channel. Then do me a favor. Would you please give me some feedback? Am I talking too fast? Am I a bit of a spaz? You know, like, are you wondering, did I just have like a 5-hour energy drink? No, but, you know, I get excited when I do these videos. So give me feedback. How can I make this better for you? Think about it like that. Last thing is 2 open houses every weekend. 2 open houses every weekend. You do all of this for about 9 months as a brand new agent, as a rebounding agent, as a fading winner who's coming back into being that rising star again. What do we know will happen? You will talk to a lot of people. You're going to have some upsets. You're going to have some tremendous wins. You're going to create a lot of momentum. You're going to become the knowledge broker, the hub for your business amongst all your customers, and you're going to win. And that's going to make me happy, because then in a couple of years, you're going to say, hey, Tom, I'm a part of that 13% and I'm dominating. Thanks. So thanks so much for watching. Remember, always your strategy matters, and now more than ever, your passion rules. And by the way, give me feedback. And you might want to forward this to a couple of people you know that need that little jump start in their business, because this plan's going to help. Talk to you soon.